All right, folks, hang in there for a minute. We're going to share this out and then we'll get started. All right. Get in there, dude. Okay. Here we go. Hey, welcome whoever just joined. I love it when you guys join and say hi first up, and that's why I know who I'm dealing with. Hey, Jordan, what's going on, man? Welcome to our little show. It's kind of like having a live TV show. Or not. Anyway, let's see. So just a quick recap, because that's always valuable, I think, for folks that have never watched the video before. OBJ MOSCOW, designed and published in '78. There's the big box all the way over there. One of those rare soapbox games from SPI back in the day. It's a hypothetical World War III with a twist. And the twist is that the assumption is that the Soviet Union at some point would collapse and there would be revolts in the Eastern European countries, and that is the justification for the US and Europe to put an end to the scourge of communism. So there are two main scenarios, and the second one is set in 1998, which is in the parentheses future, and we have, bonsai Japanese units and space marines that can one-time drop somewhere, a genericized European, Soviet, and American army versus the 1978 or 82, 85 timeframe scenario, which provides you with all the hulking big third mech, second infantry division, and all that sort of stuff. The kind of uber up armored M1 laden, Bradley fighting vehicle laden hypothetical units that at the time. I don't think the M1 was in service in '78 when they made the game. So, in that game, you actually start all the way over here, and you've got to fight your way through into the Soviet hinterland. Hey, welcome. There's got a few more people join up. Let me see who's here. All right, Gabrielle, good to see you. Gabrielle, I didn't by chance catch up with you in Paris in January, did I? If I did, or caught up with any of your friends, your gamer friends there, that would be fun and cool. Hey Neil, good to see you, man. Okay, I'm glad you got the game out. All right, let's do this. So it's the, we've already done the Chinese, the People's Republic of China turn all the way down there, and it's the game's starting to raise a few questions for me, namely with supply. The way the supply rules are worded, it makes it sound like you have to be on a rail line for some of the units, i.e. for the Soviets, that leads back to an industrial center, which is one of these hexes here. See that little doohickey there, the little industrial thing, and then you could be within, the rail can be within 5 hexes of that industrial center. And I think what it's meant to be is that these units can be within 5 hexes of a rail, which then ends in an industrial center. There's a few other little things there with supply that you've got to kind of check that are a little wacky, and there's also a little bit of gaminess with the 3-player situation, because when it's the reaction move, the way the rules are worded, the enemy gets to react. Now maybe it's reacting to the phasing player, but turn 1, I let all these guys move, even though it was the Chinese who were active. So I probably screwed up there, but it would make sense that you can only reaction move to the phasing player's activities, not to just any unit you happen to be within 5 hexes of. Hey, Bill, and Tony, what is going on? Okay, Gabrielle, nice to know. I had met some chaps literally with 12 hours notice in Paris, so Anyway, saw the name, thought I'd take a stab at it. Okay, so that's enough preamble bits. Let's look at strategic movement, of which I have done. Over here on the left-hand side, I brought in all the units from the Alaskan front. That's taken 3 turns for them to scoot across. And I want to use these units because there's a bunch of hovercraft units here, and they don't really do a whole lot, but they're good filler for when we kind of advance, and they can help me. They're fast, the fastest units on the board, so for breakthrough and trying to isolate units, they'll be useful. Whereas, if I were to want to use them in the far northeastern corner of the map, all of the yellow, oh no, you can use the yellow, all of the brown, all of the gray hexes are not allowed to be moved on with hovercraft. So it makes them almost ineffective, and you can't use roads to move them either. So it's kind of weird. Another little quirk. So we're almost ready to move remove that map entirely because it won't be used again. All right. So now we're at, we've done the strategic movement phase, so we're going to do land movement phase. And I'm looking for opportunities to try and crunch through here and get some sort of breakout happening, but the Soviets have managed to keep plugging the line. Although I am going to potentially put pressure on them from Sweden, Finland, and Norway. I actually brought replacements in up here, a couple of US mechanized divisions, to put some pressure on them up there. And in fact, the air conditioner went off, so now we can talk more quietly. In fact, the first thing we're probably going to do is look at this area here. I was thinking I might try and scoot around this way a little bit. Let's see what we can see. And if this is lagging or getting jittery or any of that sort of stuff, let me know, because I'll cancel the broadcast and we'll reboot it a little bit later on. I don't have a whole lot of time. Devin, what's up? Devin, don't be like that. Come on, it's a Kickstarter game. You'll love it. Okay, here we go. 1, 3, 4. 1. I'm going to punch these guys down here. 1, 2, 3. Now, I don't know how that unit got into there, because it can't get into there. These are all blocked hex sides, I believe. Or are they? No, they're just communication zone boundaries. Okay, so whatever. And I do actually need to roll a little bit later on. I forgot to do it again. Roll for weather. I think weather's mostly clear the first 2 or 3 turns. All right, so 1 to there, 1 to there, and then leave a zone of control. It's +1, so that's 1, 2, 3. There are no locking Zocs in this game, just in case you're wondering. I'm not going to put any air into any combat. 1. And rail lines don't provide you with any movement benefit either, but I think we already talked about that. So it'll be 2, 3, 4, 5. They can go nowhere. That's Leningrad. I'm not tempted to attack that just yet. Okay, let's check Scheisse over here. Lots of Category 1 units. If you looked on the Facebook page, I posted up a picture of the definition from... I should have the book down here, shouldn't I? That would have been smart and thematic. The Soviet Army book that I have has a whole bunch of cool detail in it about all the different formations and tactics and definitions for these Category 1, 2, 3, and 4 units. All right, let's see. I have to use the punching power of the Europeans here. We're going to be halved attacking across the river. I think we are anyway. Pretty sure. Minor river is halved. Same as a major river. So, can't do that. All right, I think we just have to gang up on this guy here. I'm going to do this. It's +1 across the river, +1 to move from Zoc to Zoc. And I don't believe it's cumulative for the number of Zocs, so it's just going to be 3 to squeeze into there. I
think that it's kind of a chintzy rule, but nevertheless it doesn't say you can't move Zoc to Zoc. And that's going to be 1, 2 to there. And that'll be 4 units in that hex. And this will be 1, 2. So we're piling in here. And where's that cruise missile unit? Here. He has 5 movement points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh shoot, he can't make it. Ah, good planning, Kevin. All right. We'll take advantage of that by doing the following. We'll put these guys. No, we won't. Yes, we will. 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys all in here. And I'll move this dude up here. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the river. 5. 1, 2, 3. 1. Actually, let's do this. 3, 4. And these guys up to here. 2, 3, 4. Canadians. Here's the single Canadian unit. I don't understand why there's a Canadian unit in the game, but no British units in the game. It's always kind of weird to me. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Might as well try and kill this guy, hey? 2, 3, 4. I'll cinch up into there. And I'll put this dude here as well. Rail doesn't even help you cross rivers. Had a big counterattack. Oh, let me move so you can see, guys. I'm sorry. We're right here. Soviets tried a big counterattack last turn, and that did not work out well for them. Okay, I'm just going to try and punch up here again. And I'm going to use all 8s this time, these 2 8s, and reinforce it with 2 of these dudes. It also does not say that you can not use, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to put this here, more than 1 cruise missile counter. Although I think that's kind of cheesy. I am probably going to do that. That's going to be 2 to there, 3, 4. I think it's kind of important to keep long, solid lines in this game. There's 2 guys I could have used there. Poop. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. That's doubled in there too. That could be messy. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I'm not going to use air. I'm probably going to start actually just moving my paratrooper units up. I'm loath to use them as actual paratroop units at the moment. I'm not real comfortable with the rules, and I don't know they can add a lot of value. Okay, 7 factors for these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's another one. I'm going to put 5 in a hex, even though it's a 4 stacking, just to keep them all together. These are air units; they can go straight to a base. Okay, that's all the movement there, and we're going to delineate where the attacks are. We've got 1 there. We've got 1 there. We've got. I think we're going to blow that out of the water. I think we might try. We're halved though. It's just I need a 2 hex band. Well, let's be dangerous. I wish I could have put this unit here. Don't think I can though. All right, there's that. Now the other challenge we have is, of course, Turkey. The Turks have got themselves not in too much trouble yet, but they're working on it. So these guys are in supply because they're attached to a road here that has no intervening or blocking enemy zones of control. And I'm going to move 1 to here, +1 for the zone of control move is 2 to there. And then this guy will block the zone of control to keep him in supply, and that guy will go there, and this guy will go here to improve or increase the damage for the retreat. And hopefully this little mega stack here of 21 factors will be enough to take those guys on in the double the rough with the cruise missile coming at them. And I want to put pressure on this section here so that they don't think about ganging up on these guys over here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we'll attack here. So it's 5 to there. And we'll move these guys down. 3, 4. Actually, we'll just go there. And these guys, these are kind of across the hex. So I'm going to cheat and say that we're here. 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah. 2, 3, shit. I get 3 extra movement points if I'm not in a zone of control and I don't end in a zone of control. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that works. And this guy will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. Okay, that's that. And then the last little thing we got here is the Iranians. Question? Hey Alex, welcome. Alex, you got questions. If you ask any question about any game, I bet you with the 8 or 9 guys that are on this stream right now, you will get 18 different opinions on each game. I got to get rid of this dude here. There's a Russian dude that's trapped in the back there, and he's supposed to be out of supply. In fact, he was out of supply. There's no out of supply markers in this game that I can see, which is just kind of weird. Although I must admit I haven't really dug into the counter mix terribly hard, but I didn't see anything obvious. All right, I gotta attack this guy. He's gonna be doubled. We need to just pile in here, and I've got to protect this line of. I'm gonna do this. 2, 3. What is it for rough? Is it 2 or 3? It's actually. Of course, there's a piece of tape right over the movement chart on my map, and it joins the plex, and I can't see it now. Come on, son of a gun. I can't read that. All right, I think it's 3. Where's my chart? Movement chart. The handy dandy, it is 3. Okay. 3. So that's going to be 3, 4 to there. Okay, well that's as far as it can go. But that at least protects this railway line. This railway, or this road, I should say. You can't see. This road, I moved this guy down to here, from here to here. This road is what keeps everybody in supply. And we're going to attack this guy here, so let's make that. And then we're going to put this little dude here. And I'm too chicken to attack that second tier fella. But, you know what? That might be a great opportunity to use some air. So let's do that. Let's grab some fighter bombers. And they all suck. These 3 here. Let's put 3 fighter bombers into it and see if the Soviets want to respond. I don't think they have anything they could use in the interception phase that's coming up that is in range. Maybe these guys over here. Okay. And I'm going to make a quick note because I realized I forgot to move some guys for the Chinese. Hang on a second. These guys over here in Kazakhstan need to move. These fellas here. All right, probably gonna have to turn the air conditioner back on. So now. But before we do that, we're gonna go to the next phase of the game turn. Where's my coffee? It may or may not have some Irish whiskey in it.
And land movement, interception. Yes, so interception. Let's count it out and see if they can reach from here. I don't think they can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, wrong way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Damn, they can. That sucks. Exactly 15. So these two fighter bombers can come in and take a shot at the title, which means they'll probably not do terribly well. So we're going to do the interception phase now, and that means we resolve it now. And that the Soviets are going to attack one unit and try and reduce the total combat factors that get laid into this little attack right here. So let's... Now, also note, I'm not using the Israelis in this game because it's just... I just couldn't do it. I couldn't have the Israelis aligned with Iran, right? There's hypotheticals and there's wackiness. But back in '78, the Shah was still in control of Iran, so I guess I could see that happening back then, even though they weren't necessarily friends then either. Okay, 8 defensive factors. I'm going to scoot this sucker in. 8 defensive factors and 10 attacking, so it's a 1-to-1 attack. Oh god, I hate these. I need a die that rolls well. I tore my dice bucket apart looking for a D8 last night. Couldn't find it. Okay, D6 on the CRT. We roll a 2. That's going to be a good result for the Soviets. What did I say? 1-to-1. That's an exchange. So this guy goes back to his base. These guys go back to their base. I don't believe we're taking losses. I may have been recording that as a loss earlier on, but I believe that type of, with air combat, exchanges are treated as a return to base, as is a retreat for one side or the other. Okay, so now just 20 factors go through. Oops. Just 20 factors go through. And if anyone's played the game and can tell me that's wrong, I'd like to know, because if it is an exchange, that's fine. A step loss each, but it's getting awfully deadly here. Okay, so that was the interception phase. And now we're going to just roll right into the combat phase. We're going to attack here. Let's see what this dude is. He's a 3-3-5. So he's in broken, which is double, makes him 6. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm pretty sure that's a 2 there. Yeah. I got 8. I got 28 to 6, 4 to 1, a 4 on 4 to 1, exchange. He's got to lose 1 or 2. That's 2. Now I've showed you this before, but since we've got new people, whoops, there we go. See the 2 there? That's personnel points. So I've got to lose equivalent of 2 personnel points, and that's going to be one of those guys. We're going to do that. I'm going to zoom out so you can see a little more. And we'll zoom back in as we need to. Hey. Patrick, do you live in Anchorage? Okay. And I've probably asked you this question before. Do you know Hillary Hartman? He's a wargamer and he lives in Anchorage. And I also have a buddy who lives here, who's friends with a dude from Anchorage. His name is Cisco. Okay. So these guys go back to their base. That's that combat resolve done. Not going to advance into that hex. It's messy terrain. So we'll just leave it there, and we will. Oh, we're going to attack here as well, weren't we? So that's going to be a 3, I hope, on the backside of this. And it is a 3. My guys are halved. I've got 5 times 3 is 15. That's 7.5 combat factors. 7 combat factors to 3 is a horrible 2 to 1. What was I thinking? Didn't put any air on it. Dumb guy. Where's the die? What did I say? 2 to 1. Yep. And then I roll a freaking 6. 8-1. So we're gonna lose. We're gonna retreat. Do that. Okay, this attack here, we should blow this guy up pretty hard. Yeah, 6 defense. I got 8, 16, 20, 3, 25, 27, 29, 29 to 6, 29 to 6, that's 4 to 1, plus the cruise missiles 5 to 1. They give us a column shift, 5 to 1 attack. Let's do it. Rolls a 4. Not a 5 to 1, that'll be a DE, I bet. Yep. Nope. You bastard exchange. Okay, well, I can just lose one of my little Turkish knuckleheads. Happy to take that exchange. I just smashed everything. That's great. And now, I'm going to advance the armor into there because the Russians might want to try and attack me there. And I'm a scaredy cat, so we're going to be in there, so we're doubled. That's the end of that section of the map. We'll move over to... Well, you should... are you on Facebook, Patrick? Because Hillary seems like a really nice guy. He probably lives out in the middle of nowhere, but then again, nearly all of you do. And hook up to play some games or something, man. Hillary Hartman. He's on Facebook. Okay. Here we go. Combat resolution over here. You notice I didn't elect to use any air in any of these. It's my assertion that if I use air here, it allows my enemy to bring air to bear, and I think that has it's ended up being fairly negative for the attacker. If I don't, the incremental additional combat factors are not necessarily worth losing the aircraft. If I don't put any air in, they can't put any air in. That's my understanding of how the rules work. Okay, now over here I was getting all ballsy doing, I'm just not doing that attack. That's going to be 6, 8, 16, 24. That's a 4 to 1. Ah, but it's halved. It's 2 to 1. I'm not doing a 2 to 1 attack. Okay, not with my precious armor. So we're just going to pile in on this dude, which is kind of gay. So that's going to be a bunch to 1. They're 3 there. That's 24. That's almost 24 here, I think. So that's going to be 48. 46, because there's a 7 in there somewhere. There's 2 7s, 46, 45. There's a 7 in there, 45 to 3. Yeah. Even halved, sorry. It's still... What's it? 45. That's 22 to 3. That's more than 10 to 1. That guy's dead. No, it's not. 10 to 1 with 30. So it's got to be... Wow, my math is horrible tonight. We're in the 7, 8 to 9 to 1 column. It's all one column. It doesn't matter. I roll the frickin' die. Just don't roll a 6 and I roll the 3. So yes, it is indeed dead, Kevin. Oh, it's doubled. So that's 4 to 1. We'll just call it 4 to 1. And it's an exchange on a 3. So, where'd he go? This guy? 2 steps. Ooh, that's painful. So we'll lose one of these guys. That was painful. Well, I'm definitely advancing into that hex now. No fear of being attacked here because we'll be doubled. Cells, that was horrible. Okay, let's try and wrap this up here. Now, I did have a column shift there, so it would have been 5 to 1. Roll the 3. Yeah, that's actually going to be defender eliminated. Sorry. Where did that go? Where did they go? Where did I put the dead guys? Should have been a green. Here it is. He comes back. It's a miracle. Resurrection. And another guy dies. I don't know where I put him, but he's dead. Alright, did you follow that? Was that crazy? Could you see it? I think I even had the camera off it, so it was all just magic. Okay. Well, anyway, Patrick, I saw your comment. If you do want an introduction to Hillary, I'd be happy to make one to you by email. There's a small handful of gamers up there, not surprisingly. Okay, let's flip this guy over and let's do this attack first. And I've got to do this up here. And this up here. Okay, 6 factors in the open. These guys are not across the river, so that's 1, 2, 3,
4-1 just there, 5-1 with the thingy, with the cruise missiles, 5-1, 7-1, 7-1 attack. That's going to be brutal. If we roll a 6, it's bad, and I roll a 3, that dude's dead. So he goes off the map, and I'm a spastic. There we go. And so we'll advance these boys to here. And then I've still got, am I doing this attack here? Is that what I'm doing? Wow, I must be feeling pretty brave. That's just air right there. Okay. 7, 14. What have we got there? 28. 56 to, yikes, 56. Let me just make a note. There's a pen. So I don't forget how many factors. I've got 56 factors, and they have 15. I have 20. Okay, so it's going to be 2.5 to 1. I should have kept that, and I didn't do any air, and I didn't have the cruise missile. So it's 2-1 attack. This is going to be horrible because I rolled a frickin' 6. 2-1 A1. It's just, which is just a retreat. It's not bad, but it has consequences. I mean, we're just slowing down the attack here. Now this guy can't retreat into this zone of control, but he can retreat to here. Oh no, he can't because that's where the enemy is. So he's going to have to keep going. He goes back another one. You don't lose a step. These guys stay in their hex here. And the Europeans are rebuffed. It's World War II all over again. All right. Let's see. We're going to attack up here in the woods. I think that's going to double the defender, possibly. Nope. So that's a 3. I've got, I think, 8 here. And 6, 15 to 3 is 5 to 1. That should be a pretty straightforward. Where's the die? Here it is, 5 to 1. Another 6. D2. He can't retreat. He's got to go through Zox. Enemy Zox. What happens? Let's move him back to, I think we'll take a step loss. You guys see that okay? We're up here. All right. Retreating, supply effects. All my guys were in supply when they were attacking, so that's fine. The defenders were in supply as well. We should have checked that. Resolution. Here we go. How to retreat. And if we have to retreat into friends, we displace them. Is that what I did down there? I think I did, yes. And it doesn't say anything about zones of control. Oh, I know I read it here somewhere. Let's look in the zone of control. Page 6. +1 to exit. Oh, here we go. Units may not retreat as a result of combat. That's why I have a little no next to it. Even if it's occupied by a friendly unit, yada, yada, yada. It just says you may not retreat. Doesn't say what happens to it. It would be my suggestion that it dies. So that guy's dead. Now, back over here, I did not have to retreat through a zone of control. So, where was that? There was attack here. You know what I did? What happens is this. I was here, I think. Or here, maybe. Oh, so I can't retreat through the zone of control. That means those guys are going to die. Well, there you go. That's only fair. Did you see that? There? Yes, you did. Okay. All right.
One last attack up in the corner here. 4 and 8 is 12. 14 to 5, just short of 3 to 1. Rolling the dice, and this time it's a 1. That's got to be great, right? 3 to 1 on a 1. Defender eliminated, of course. Boom, up in the sumo, whatever it's called, the Finnish marshes. So I will advance that unit into there. I want to get out of the freaking stuff. I'll put those guys into there. All right. That was this attack right here. Sorry, I know I got you zoomed in. All right. Now, just to keep going, since we're kind of cranking along here, let me find the page. Now it's the reaction move time. This is where the Soviets get to do reaction move. They get to move all their mech units within 5 hexes, half the movement. Caught it. Did that scare anybody? Scared the crap out of me. Okay. All right, here we go. Reaction move time. Now, this is kind of tricky, actually, because we really want to, I really need to consider building lines and stuff. Am I allowed to move units that are in a zone of control? First of all, I don't think you can. Yes, you can. Doesn't matter if they're in a zone of control. So I don't want to get pocketed all the way over here. So half movement, so it's going to 2 to there, 2 to there. Because I've got my move coming up next, so I'm in great shape to get these guys out of the way. But there are other areas where this is going to be problematic. We're going to back up just 1 hex here, holding the line here, and we can probably make a line here, except for this little bastard. Now that guy, how did he get here? What happened? Oh, that was that attack. It was right there. Okay. I have nothing between Moscow. Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to move these guys this way. 1. There's no road. There's no road. Why? How can there be no road? Flaws. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I can't move 3. 1. Fuck. That's as far as I can go. 1. 1. That's it. Okay. I've got instant messages coming in here. Sorry. Okay. 2 to there. Nope. That's 3 to there. I can't move. Maybe. Hang on. Maybe the what's the rounding? Is the rounding up or down for movement? Come on. I just looked this up the other day. This is what happens when you play a game and you don't keep playing. You stop for a couple of days and you play something else. Land movement, procedure, limitations, bonus movement. Come on. Rounding, there's got to be something here somewhere. Well, I tell you what. I'm going to go find this rounding rule. I'm going to finish up the mechanized movement phase, and then that's that reaction phase, and then we'll have the mechanized movement phase, the kind of the exploit movement opportunity. That'll wrap this turn up for the Allies, and that'll be the Soviets' turn. And I'll get back online a little bit later on tonight, and we'll do the Soviets' turn rather than me sit here look at rules while you guys look at a screen that ain't moving. So, talk to you soon. Thanks for checking in. Hang out a little bit later on tonight. We'll have a couple of cocktails and we'll make something happen. Talk to you soon.